Gaston. I actually, yeah, you got 8K staked. That's a good number, man. Not some people have no SPS, and here's the thing: when SPS does turn into the one of the two currencies that you can earn when you're playing this game, everyone who has no SPS is going to regret it. People who have 8K staked is going to be a good starting point where your account is going to start earning SPS from the battles, and that's not far away. I think that's like January, February of next year. So yeah, man, I wish I had more SPS. I sold what I did because I need to get more Chaos Legion packs, and because Chaos Legion packs will give me more SPS. So it was like, it's part of a plan for me. And also I'm making 350 SPS per day from the airdrop, so I might as well liquidate a little. So Abnormal Deformal says, do you think when we get SPS as reward, it will drive the price down? Yes, the short answer is yes, I do. But here's the thing. I don't think SPS price, I don't think any crypto price is first and foremost decided by fundamentals. I think there's too little, oh nice. I think there is too little, this market is too small for fundamentals to be the driving factor for price appreciation or depreciation at this stage of the game. What do I mean by that? The market, like the whole market, let's go over to Livecoin Watch. The entire market is like $2.2 trillion. That's a lot of money, but you know, the daily volume on a token like SPS, the daily volume is $400,000, and that's across all the exchanges. $400,000 is, you know, 6 Bitcoin, 7 Bitcoin, maybe 8 Bitcoin. This is so easy to move for anybody who's been here for a while. It's so easy. And so I really don't believe that this space is being defined by fundamentals yet. I think we'll get there. But like if you compare gold and silver, for instance, silver, I think silver is manipulated dramatically. I think JP Morgan sells like something like 200 paper certificates for ownership of an ounce of silver per every ounce of silver that they actually own. And so if those ETFs, if those contracts were closed with a delivery, JP Morgan, which is one of the biggest silver holders in the world, they would go bankrupt because they can't fulfill those assets. Like people who go into those contracts can ask for that silver to be delivered, but they don't have the silver to deliver it. So my point is, silver, which is a much bigger market than SPS, is manipulated. And so I just think with confidence that this could very easily pump to an unrealistic number in the short term, despite all of the extra SPS that's out there every single day. There's a ton of new SPS every day, isn't there? Right now, because of the airdrops, there's going to be even more coming soon because of all the airdrop points from the new Chaos Legion packs. So all of that means a lot more SPS in the marketplace. And you might think that should necessarily drive the price down. I agree, but you have to weigh that against the size of the market and just the movers that might get involved in something like this, particularly as excitement around Splinterlands grows. And what do I mean by that? Google Trends, guys. Google Trends. The other day I interviewed Game Boy Ali. And I popped into Google Trends and I looked up Splinterlands. Look at this. Okay, so the other day, this data was incomplete the other day, but the data on Splinterlands for the search results from Google was pointing this to be 100. So right now it's pointing this to be 66. This is a significant spike in the search results for Splinterlands, a very significant spike. Look, it's tentatively, it's the data will be in and closed tomorrow. So let's check back and see. But it's higher than, it's only, if that's where it closes, at 66, that's going to be the third highest spot ever. The third highest week for Splinterlands ever. And that is important because it means that there are big people. Like, remember recently Aggie did an interview on NASDAQ, and he just told me in the interview that he did with me that there's a huge new partnership coming. And then we know that Binance and other big exchanges are thinking about listing it, whether they're gonna or not, whether Aggie and Yaba decide to just pay the price to get onto Binance, or whether Binance says, oh, fine, like we'll just take your token because we do want that liquidity. We want to be part of that Splinterlands ecosystem. All of that, all of these factors point towards what could be a lot of FOMO. And like I said, with the market, with the amount of daily volume, it's just so easy to move this to like a 10x. Like this could be $2 very easily, very quickly, not because like here's something about market cap. This is like a little lesson about market cap. There is a circulating supply of 100 million tokens. So you might think if it was $2, that would be too big of a number, right? 100 million, let's see, 1 million, 100 million times $2 per token, 200 million, right? That's too big for like a small little game, maybe you might think. But here's the problem. It's not really, because it's not like every coin, when people say this kind of thing, when they say it's $2 times the circulating supply, you're forgetting the fact that not every coin sold today. During that day, when the price runs up, not every coin sells. So even if there's a circulating supply of 100 million, it's more like 10 million that are up on the marketplace, or maybe 5 million. And of the 5 million or that are on the market, the 5 or 10% that's on the marketplace, those ones sold for $2 a token. That's all it needs. We just need one token to sell at $2, and that's the price of SPS. And then people start saying, well, $2 times 100 million tokens, that's too big. But you're not going to sell all 100 million in a day. That's the thing. It's only the price for a moment. And I'm saying, if I think that's possible. And so to try and, this is a long, oh, sorry for the mic bang. This is a long answer. Like I'm trying to give you that full context of why I absolutely agree that when there's extra SPS being printed, either through airdrops or through awards from Daily Rank Battle, I definitely agree that should drive the value down. That should logically and fundamentally drive the value down. That's a simple supply-demand equation. But the problem with that thinking is that people FOMO, and when these markets move, it takes very little to move the needle dramatically. And so you can get a coin that's 20 cents go to $2 very easily. And it won't likely stay there. And if that happened, what you would start hearing is Splinterlands is going to $5. That's what you would start hearing everywhere. There'd be tons of TA talking about how Splinterlands is the new thing. SPS shards are amazing, and it would be people just blowing smoke about governance, and this game is changing the world, and all of that is actually true. But these people they'd be Johnny come latelys who are just kind of telling a story to their followers. They're not here now talking at 24 cents about how this is a great project. They'd only be there if it made it that high, and they'd always be looking for the next big thing, like saying $5 or $10 or who knows what. But for me, if this popped to $2, I would want to liquidate more of my SPS, not because I disagree with the value proposition or not because I doubt SPS in the long term, but because I would imagine there's always big dips after huge run-ups. And so, long answer short, I definitely think the price of SPS will dip further, but I think it'll run up hard. And it might do that in the next 2 weeks. It might do it in the next 2 months. It might be next 2 years. I don't know the timeline, but I kind of think in the next like 2 weeks to 2 months. That's what I'm leaning towards. And I say that because I don't think the crypto bull market is over. And so, like I said at the beginning of this, it all boils down to the fact that I don't really think this crypto space is governed by fundamental considerations. I think it's governed by FOMO and excitement. And if Splinterlands suddenly took off in another leg up, Splinterlands the game in terms of player base, in terms of publicity, and that could happen because of the new partnership that they talked about in the town hall today, where they talked about how Chatter's arranged some sort of deal with CoinMarketCap. So CoinMarketCap is going to put all of their Splinterlands. There'll be Splinterlands ads all over this thing, and so what's that going to do? It's going to put fresh eyes on this game, which is really, really meaningful. And so I really think we could see a significant pump, even though there's a huge amount of this coin, and even though there's going to be even more coming. But if it does a pump like that, I would not at all believe that that is going to stay. I would expect it to crumble. It happened all the time before in every previous bull market. That good coins, hear me, good coins pump hard and fall harder. Pump hard and fall harder. And so if you believe in Splinterlands, you might want to pack a bag now at 25 cents, but maybe there will be an opportunity in the near future to execute like a trade at $1 or $2 or something. And then again, maybe there won't be. My question to you would be, if there is no pump between here and like the next bear market, are you okay holding your SPS? Plan your investments like that and think in 4 years, I believe this game will be here. I believe SPS will be a huge token. And that on that time horizon, I think you're going to hit a home run. So that's what I have to say about that. And me personally, I'll be packing my SPS bag for every month for the rest of the next bear market, however long that happens to be. Because I definitely want more and more of this token. I want more of the daily rewards from the battle, and that will be contingent on how much I'm staking. I also want more vouchers. I also want, more weighted vote on the governance. So I need more SPS. I want 1 million SPS. So that's my full and long answer, Abnormal Deformals. I hope you found that helpful, insightful.